The only marriages God will ever recognize is between a man and a woman, says Pastor John Hagee. Hagee? Is it Hage or Hagee? Either way, apparently you didn't recognize its value considering you cheated on your wife. Ooh. Oh, hey, doesn't that get you like killed? Isn't that like looked down upon? If they're too young to buy guns, why should they be making my gun laws? If kids are old enough to be shot, they're old enough to have an opinion about being shot. That makes logical sense. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Today's great sadness is watching God denying 39-year-old, intentionally single, childless women who don't realize that their pursuit of self is going to leave them lonely in old age with no progeny, no joy of motherhood, and a total sense of emptiness in their twilight years. Dale, she said no. Therapy might be a better way to process your resentment. Move on, dude. Take the L and move on. Bro, even Elon Musk doesn't like the new Rings of Power show? That's crazy. At Neil himself, what do you think? Elon Musk doesn't come to me for advice on how to fail to buy Twitter, and I don't go to him for film, TV, or literature criticism. I just don't understand why Elon Musk, like, even Elon Musk doesn't like this. Like, yeah, he's good at space and stuff, but I don't think he's the expert on movies. Let me throw in one. He's burning the Quran. Oh, actually, burning is the proper way to dispose of a Quran. We routinely burn any prints or papers with Quranic text. Thank you for showing interreligious understanding. Hey! It's not the book that is on fire, it's bacon grease. Well, actually, bacon grease is only forbidden when consumed. There's no ruling on what type of accelerant is used to properly dispose of a Quran. I'm sure alcohol and other forbidden for consumption fuels have been used in many cases. Thanks again, friend. This guy's like, well, I ate it after, and then it's just like, well, that's not very healthy. The Little Mermaid was white, and the attempt to portray her as anything but is just woke Hollywood rewriting more American history and ruining the country. Hold on, American history? Number one, The Little Mermaid isn't white or black, she's half fish, and she was originally green. And two, you know that white Jesus you worship? I got some bad news for you about that. Now, I'm more concerned about the rewriting American history. I don't think The Little Mermaid is exactly historical. Not every job should have a living wage. That is not healthy for society. It is not healthy for someone making ice cream cones at Dairy Queen to make enough to live off of. You want a society that actually can't live off these jobs. So, how are those working these jobs meant to live? And more importantly, how will I get ice cream at Dairy Queen when all the people working for them died? That's living wage, you know? If you don't get that wage, you die. Same. I can read a 500-page book in 30 mins, mostly because long paragraphs that are not spaced correctly make my eyes sore. You can't read a 500-page book in 30 minutes unless it's a picture book. The average wide-spaced novel has 250 words per page, meaning you're reading 125,000 words in 30 minutes, or 4,167 words per minute. The average reading speed is 300 words per minute, and with faster readers reaching 700 words per minute. Neuroscientists say that claims of reading up to 1,000 words per minute must be viewed with skepticism. So basically, you're a massive liar. Either that, or, you know, he's just better than everyone. You could just skip half of the words, you know, read one word per page and think, I could make that out, right? This is about ducks. Genuine question. What's up with everyone's teeth in your neck of the woods? Flossing isn't a thing? Is this about British people? I think this is about British people. Flossing isn't as important in Britain as it is in America. This is because we don't need to use dental records to identify people who've been shot beyond recognition. Okay, dear. This is such an American versus UK thing. Like, your teeth are bad. Well, at least our schools aren't shit. It's old, bro. Have you ever noticed the popularity of white robots? The reason for these shades of technological white may be racism, according to new research. Oh, wow. Yeah, since robots are slaves, CNN thinks they should be black, not white. They just put it out there. It's like, yeah, we need more black robots. You know, we need them. Prey 2022. Oh, I saw this. I didn't see the movie, but I saw the poster. This was not about praying to the Lord. I was lied to. My 2 children were absolutely terrified of this movie. I have been deceived. Yeah, pray is what you do to God. Pray is what priests do to minors. Ah, they flipped that one around. Is that what the movie was about? Oh, Jesus. Y'all got some severe Stockholm Syndrome, Lamau. Defending something just because it's tradition is why you have royals and in the first place. Huh? Lol, you live in a country where children have to recite allegiance to the flag every day of their lives, where the holy reverence of the Second Amendment makes your country more dangerous than all of Europe and almost all of Asia and Africa, where poor people consistently vote to not have healthcare or social security because they've been tricked into believing that the American dream applies to them, where the hero of the working man is an idiot born a billionaire, where your politicians are always absurdly rich and controlled by even richer organizations, and often are part of political dynasties, but actually have power unlike our royals. Your country is the one with the Stockholm Syndrome, pal. We just happen to like Lizzie. Well, we liked, I think is the correct word now. Saw this in a PC gear group. Using warranty on your gear apparently equals communism. Oh god, yeah. Warranty? Yeah, of course a greasy communist would say that. Oh man, you know, I do think of myself as at least slightly smarter than the average person. Oh, I'm not reading that. Okay. Never mind. I don't want to read it if he starts it with that. Hi there. I hope this email finds you well. I'm emailing in regards to a possible collaboration on social media. My name is blank. I work as a social media influencer, mainly lifestyle, beauty, and travel based. I have over 87,000 YouTube subscribers. Wow. As well as 76,000 Instagram followers. Ooh. My partner and I are planning to come to Dublin for an early Valentine's Day weekend from February 8th to the 12th to explore the area. As I was searching for places to stay, I came across your stunning hotel and would love to feature you in my YouTube videos / dedicated Instagram stories / posts to bring traffic to your hotel and recommend others to book up in return for free accommodation. Last year, I worked with Universal Orlando in Florida and it's been amazing for them. Let me know if this is something you'd like to do, yada yada yada. Dear social influencer, I know your name, but apparently it's not important to use names. Thank you for your email looking for free accommodation in return for exposure. It takes a lot of balls to send an email like that, if not much self-respect and dignity. If I let you stay here in return for a feature in your video, who is going to pay the staff who look after you? Who is going to pay the housekeepers who clean your room? The waiters who serve you breakfast? The receptionist who checks you in? Who is going to pay for the light and heat you use during your stay? The laundering of your bed sheets? The water rates? Maybe I should tell my staff they will be featured in your video in lieu of receiving payment for work carried out while you're in residence. Lucky for us, we too have a significant social media following. We have 186,000 followers on our 2 Facebook pages, an estimated 80,000 on our Snapchat, 32 on Instagram, and a paltry 12k on our Twitter. But Jesus Christ, I would never in a million years ask anyone for anything for free. I also blog a bit, which as far as I'm aware is another way of saying write stuff on the internet. The above stats do not make me any better than anyone else or afford me the right to not pay for something everyone else has to pay for. In future, I'd advise you to offer to pay your way like everyone else, and if the hotel in question believes your coverage will help them, maybe they'll give you a complimentary upgrade to a suite. This would show more self-respect on your part, and let's face it, it would be less embarrassing for you. Here is a little video I produced, which you may learn from. Oh, the PS, the answer is no. if you didn't understand already. Yeah, I don't understand the whole Universal Florida thing. Like, oh, Universal told this, but they were like, free everything, you know? And now they're getting way more people knowing them. Washington Nationals. Hey, Empire State Building. If it's easier, click New York Giants colors and that will do. Empire State Building. I have twice as many floors as you do wins. Did a building just roast a team? We've come too far. That's a terrible portrait of the Queen and 2 kids clowning in front of it. Disrespectful. Yeah, Luke is 8 and James is 4. Luke has had the same default expression and pose for every single photo we've taken since he was the tiniest of tiny crotched goblins, and asking a 4-year-old to adopt a modicum of decorum is like asking a domestic cat to complete my self-assessment return. It's also a bloody excellent piece of art that he has had people queuing up and down the road for a photo, putting Rochford on the map. So, with the greatest of respect, get bent. It's a very British response. Vladimir Zelensky, freedom. That's the entire tweet, freedom. And then this guy from France, thanks to this tweet, Russia surrendered. Yeah. Wait, a surrender joke by a Frenchie? That's new. Oh. Oh, poor France. They never surrendered, did they? You take it. You just take the surrender jokes all the time. Ever wondered what happens behind the scenes when you shop Amazon? Book a free tour now. Do we get to see the workers peeing into bottles? Yeah, I feel like that's something I wouldn't want to go and see. It's like an animal testing factory. They're like, come and see how your makeup gets tested. It's like, no, thank you. I don't want to. We are in the middle of a goddamn pandemic, and there are a bunch of white women crying about being called Karens. It's the most Karen thing ever. You have no experience of being constantly mocked for your name, do you? There are over 11.5 thousand Karen memes on Instagram, a Reddit called Frick You Karen with over 500,000 members. Every time I join a debate, I get my name thrown at me and ridiculed. Why are you talking about it? I'm a brown immigrant. Come at me when you have some real problems, Karen. just gets the Karen in there. Hashtag off the streets this week. Wow, check that out. Everyone's making fun of this, but it shows a great deal of skill and care on the part of Toronto police. Not many people would be able to set this photo up without the gun crumbling to dust in their hands. It's like, what, off the streets? That was not going to do any harm to anyone. As much harm as a rock would, maybe. As an adult, playing video games for long periods of time is a form of depression. If you don't believe me, ask yourself this. Think about the 100 greatest moments of your life. Do any of those moments include video games? Probably not. And this comes from a lifetime gamer. Alright, okay. As an adult, working for long periods of time is a form of depression. If you don't believe me, ask yourself this. Think about the 100 greatest moments of your life. Do any of those moments include work? Probably not. And this comes from a lifetime worker. You see, maybe I'm too young, but I'm pretty sure like at least half of my greatest moments in life have come from either playing games or working. So this just doesn't work. I have no idea why politicians in Spain and Austria consider Serbia a valid EU candidate. They are the Iraq of Europe. Question, what did your ancestors do between 1939 and 1945? My grandfather? Arrested, tortured, deported, and murdered by the Gestapo for opposing the Nazis. Oh, and then they came with proof. Yeah, oops. Redditor tries to defend the racism against Star Wars actress Moses Ingram. Calling out her terrible acting is not racism, okay? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but the legitimate racism she faced was. It's like, yeah, yes, but no, but yes. But no. Evan McPherson has made the 53-man roster for the 2022 season. Okay, I have no idea who that is, but 0 rings, woo! 0 rings, woo! That's what your ex-wife was screaming at the bar last night. Divorced. Never been married. How do you put divorced in your bio? Why is that like a thing? Like, yep. I'm divorced, by the way, guys. Yep, I was married, but it didn't work out. Literally have never met an American who flexes their European ancestry. Most just think of it like a fun fact. Haha. Yeah, bro, I'm Irish, and I see Americans all the time flexing how they are Irish, yet can't even point to where it is on the map. Yeah, I just think it's weird. It's just weird more than anything. They're like, no, my granddad, he's from US too, and his dad was, but my great granddad, he was half Irish. So, always someone without a real profile photo. Get a life. Not everybody is proud of being a solid 4 out of 10 like you. Oh, is that a self-roast as well? It's like, yeah, I'm a 4 as well, I just don't want to show anyone. Hey, wait a second. That looks like a butthole. Turn your monitor on. Jesus Christ, why murder a man? It's 9 a.m. Turn your wow. Yeah, that calls for another video instead of this one. Click on screen if you want to see another one, you know, and hopefully it's not murder. I can't, I've been through enough, okay? I have. Click.